With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Number 26.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The tackle
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings
line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
They keep it with Barkley on first down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. picked off by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. And all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Dallas.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This is intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. The 20. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
First down, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Score, Ravens 20, Cowboys nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He was brought down by...
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. looking to throw. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
The 49-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Marquise Brown, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jackson. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So on 3rd down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson buying time to his... And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as time expires in the 1st half, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, check three. Get out.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 15. To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's caught. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Cowboys.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Ravens 34, Cowboys 7.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right?
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 41, Cowboys 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jamie Collins able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
You got nothing. Where's 52? Go kill. 52's the line. Exit. No.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. So we got man.
Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 56. They want this.
Here's Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Watch the screen. Back 55. Back 55. Sit up.
A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 33 and a first.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 59.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. It's a safety creek. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Whip. Watch the whip. Sponge. No. 56 a month.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Get ready.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Greg Zuerlein.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.